Good afternoon, my fellow monkey brothers and sisters, and welcome back to another episode of the Crow's Nest Podcast, where the mind flaps at the freedom of speech, and I don't know how many times I'll answer the exact same question, but we'll find that out soon. Today we're joined by CyberGlitch.
What up?
So I've been seeing your comments, and you are actually a fan of the podcast, is that so?
Oh yeah.
What do you like about it?
Well, it's one of the few Gorilla Tag podcasts that aren't just brain rot.
I could say that. There's a lot of brain rot in Gorilla Tag.
Yeah. There's one of the only ones with actual content you can watch and you can sit down and enjoy.
Mm-hmm. Especially with our new made-up skits for advertisements. I had an idea of that for once, and I had to add it episode 5. Just had to do it. So anyway, I've been looking through your channel, and you actually haven't posted that much Gorilla Tag content. Why is that?
Well, I've been debating about it. I've kind of been on hiatus for about a few months now, kind of like reevaluating what kind of content I want to post.
Mm-hmm.
Now that this new filming setup is here, I might start making content, I might not. Depends on, how much people want it,
Yeah, I see what you mean.
Plus, I need to decide, what kind of content I would make, would I do a podcast, would I do, an update video, I feel like a lot of people do an update video, so...
Yeah, that's what I try.
I might need to find something more original.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing. I'm trying to be as original as possible. I mean, you saw the advertisement and the other one. Yeah, I'm trying to be toppest of top tier original. Speaking of top tier content, your Brotherhood videos, the Mario and Luigi Brotherhood, awesome video. How did you make it?
Thanks. I am not very good at editing, so I use CapCut on pretty much all my YouTube content, all my projects and whatnot, I just do on CapCut on my phone.
Hey, same. This episode right now is being made on CapCut on Android.
Heck yeah.
So that's it?
Yeah, that's pretty much it. I just make it all on CapCut, Usually I make content on the newest news, like when Brothership released, I did a bunch of Brothership videos.
Mm-hmm.
I did some on Yokai Watch when that was big. I did some on some other games. I think a lot of videos got taken down over time, so
yeah, a couple of my videos got taken down, but mostly because of not really legal standards, but just because they were bad. And I just decided either, hey, I was going to take them down, or YouTube was going to take them down for me. So I was like, I had to go out on my own terms.
True. I actually uploaded a few days ago about Dotoon, but that video got taken down by copyright for unknown reasons. So
we live and we learn, and also YouTube.
We live and we learn.
Actually, hard to learn from something that you know nothing about. YouTube. Come on.
Exactly, and it's not like they tell you what it is. So.
Yeah. So anyway, what are your goals as a YouTuber?
Well, right now I'm just pretty much doing it for fun, just upload whatever fandom or game I'm into. So, Brothership, when that released after 10 years, I was like, dude, I've got to make a video on that,
Mm-hmm.
I mean, every now and then I'll make a video oh yeah, I can get views off this, but most part it's just whatever I'm into.
Yeah. So I was looking through your channel, like I said earlier, you don't really post Gorilla Tag content. So why exactly do you watch a lot of Gorilla Tag content?
Well, I recently got into the game about last September, October, so I haven't been playing that long.
Mm-hmm.
So pretty much when I joined, that's when they started doing all these updates back to back to back. So pretty much now I'm just I'm getting on Gorilla Tag YouTube every other week to see what new updates coming out, what new content is coming out, see what the fandom's up to,
Yeah.
I know a lot of stuff has been going on with I think it's called KID or whatever. I haven't had much trouble with it, but I know other people have. So I'm just kind of
looking at most of the statistics. Even the lowest tier of YouTubers with awful content are still getting very, very popular. Gorilla Tag has the most as the community where almost everyone in the community gets popular some way somehow.
That's true, yeah. So
other than J-Man Curly with 3 million subscribers, there's a whole bunch of other YouTubers that kind of started small, very recently too. They started less than a year ago, and they're already at over 100,000 subscribers.
I was looking at your channel. You didn't really start Gorilla Tag till more recently either, and you're already at what, like 3K?
Yeah, I started
3K. So
yeah, I left the object show community for reasons of. Oh crap! The camera. So I left the object show community for reasons I'm not. Those people were very bad, but I've gained almost all my subscribers from object shows. So, but then I was like, I'm gonna go back to my roots. I'm gonna go back to playing Gorilla Tag. And then the moment I started getting like a whole bunch of subscribers, and I was like, you know what? I think I'm just gonna stay because I feel like it's just gonna be better for me.
True. Yeah, I'm considering making Gorilla Tag content. I just need to decide again, like what kind of content I would make, because a lot of people when they do start making content for this game, it's the exact same thing. Like, here's the newest update, or like new map leak or whatever. So I'm probably trying to do something more original.
Yeah. One thing I'd say is that in Gorilla Tag you have to strive for you have to strive for originality, creativity. Well, yes, creativity, but definitely originality. Okay, folks, we're just gonna take one. My voice. Why can't I think? We're gonna be right back after this commercial break.
Yes, it's finally Christmas time!
Bro, seriously? It's June.
It's June, brother.
It is June.
No.
Remember, never forget what month it is before you look stupid and look like an idiot. Don't be like him. And we're back after our commercial break. Welcome back to the Crow's Nest Podcast. Now let's continue our questions. So what exactly draws you to the Mario and Luigi series?
Honestly, I just like how unique it is, most games it's like, level 1 through level 8, rescue princess, so on and so forth, My Luigi series, it's more like, I don't know, Final Fantasy meets Mario, how, it's not just like them trying to save the princess, it's more like them trying to save, like, not like a main threat, unique enemies, unique levels, unique villains, unique characters, everything's like different and not really what you'd expect from like a normal Mario game,
So now kind of the opposite question. You're drawn to the Mario and Luigi series because of that. What draws you to Gorilla Tag? Compared to Mario and Luigi, this game's pretty simple. Like, there's not too much realism. It's pretty pixelated.
Honestly, for one, I really like the low poly aesthetic, it's nice art style. Secondly, I didn't really start VR chat until last September, October, and Gorilla Tag was one of the first games I got, and I just thought it was cool how it was like parkour kind of in VR. How you don't have legs, but you can still like jump from building to building or like climb really anything. I'm really into glitches, finding hidden stuff you aren't supposed to normally get to. And, well, we know Gorilla Tag has its fair share of glitches,
It very much does.
That's pretty cool, And then, there's always new stuff to do, like every other week or every month there's like a new map or a new update. So, there's always something new to do if you ever feel a bit bored.
So, based off what you just said, a lot of people in the Gorilla Tag community hate that kind of thing happens, how there's a new map every month or every other month. What would you say to that?
Honestly, I feel like if a lot of games, they'll get like an update and then you have to wait like months and months and then like a whole year and then go on to 2 years with nothing, and then eventually some games get like abandoned or some game with no news. Some games they do get updates but they're like smaller, just like I don't know, bug fixes or whatever. Gorilla Tag gets a lot of like bigger, like again, like maps and cosmetics and stuff. I feel like it's a lot better than like if you don't want to like play the new map, or if you're just like a fan of the OG Tag, then you can always go back to like play Tag or like play the game modes or whatever. Nothing's stopping you from like not playing like the new not hide and seek, the new Pop Hunt. Nothing's stopping you. You don't have to play the new updates, but if you ever get like bored and want something new to do, you can always check it out. Try something new.
Yeah. In your opinion, how would you rate the Gorilla Tag community on a scale as you would want to be part of this, or you would tell someone else to be part of it?
Well, I know recently, again, there's a lot of drama around the KID thing. So, like, this specific, like, time period about it, I feel like it's a fun game and community to get into. So I'd say, like, around an 8 out of 10, unless you're getting like into like the drama part, with like everybody hating on the game and stuff like that. I feel like that part is, about like a 4,
Mm-hmm.
4 or 5 out of 10. So it kind of depends on like what part of the community you're in.
Yeah, I see what you mean. All right, I got 3 more questions for you. They're all pretty simple.
Bet
All right,
that.
first question. Who drew your profile picture? Because I really love the art style.
I did. I draw all my art. I mean, I get fan art sometimes, but for the most part, I do all the art for my channel. I do all my thumbnails.
I just want to say, I love it. It perfectly suits you.
Thank you.
And the second question, what's your favorite Gorilla Tag map?
It's changed recently. I love the Ghost Reactor map. It's one of my favorite updates. It has its problems, but I still love it. I do love me a horror map.
Mm-hmm.
It was OG Caves before the update, because I liked how, there's the top part, there's the middle section, and then there's like the underground,
The mine
caged
shaft.
area. Yeah, but then after the update came, the map like shrunk like 2 times. Now it's usually empty because a lot of people in that area are just going for Ghost Reactor. Lucy doesn't spawn there anymore, so I'd say probably not my favorite map anymore. I'd say my new favorite map, if we're just doing like basic maps, would probably be mountains, or maybe, I don't know, canyon is a bit boring, so I'm gonna go with beach.
Yes, that is also my favorite. All right, now final question, and it also relates to Ghost Reactor. Does your pet ghost have a name?
It doesn't, but feel free to anybody watching the video, or you or anyone, feel free to give him a name. He's kind of
Put down
Nameless at the
in the
moment.
comments what's going to be the name for this new ghost pal. The top comment gets pinned.
we will be watching.
Top comment will get pinned. Anyway, folks, I think that's going to end this episode of the Crow's Nest podcast. Keep those wings a-flapping, but don't leave the nest yet, because we're going to be back to you very soon with another episode. And this is Mathboy, signing off. Hey, it's Mathboy. I absolutely love recording these videos with all of you guys, and making them is just as fun. So I hope you guys enjoyed viewing, and I'll see you guys next time.